Hello, everybody out there, and welcome to another episode of Comic Book Weekly. You guys know us right here. There's going to be three of us tonight. I'm Mike at DudeRock18, as you can see right there. Above me, this way, is Kat at Comic Uno.
Hey guys, what's up?
And above me to my left is Brant at Brant Fowler.
What's up, everybody?
Unfortunately, Chris Doggerman, UC6, and Mike Spider Slayer will not be joining us tonight, but hopefully maybe next week they will. And we have a really awesome thing for you guys tonight, and I'm going to pass that on to Kat, where she will tell us what the awesome announcement is.
Yeah, so Valiant Comics was nice enough to give me a metal poster, which is right behind me, to give away to you guys. So I really wanted to give it to our Comic Book Weekly listeners, and literally all you need to do is comment. And at the end of the show, we will announce the winner, and we'll have our email. That way you can email us. We'll probably pick 3 winners. So the first winner is the actual winner, then the second winner, and the third. You should all give your addresses, and I'll give not all give the addresses, but I'll say, hey, it's me. And then we'll ask your address if you won. So, yeah, so we'll just all 3 email us. That way we can give this poster to somebody. So all you have to do is comment. And the poster is this beautiful X-O Manowar poster right here.
And that's really awesome. So any of you guys could be a lucky winner. So keep those comments
Michael
down.
wants it. I mean...
Can you show it one more time, Kat?
Yeah, no problem.
I'll full screen you.
All right, here it is. That is the poster. That's the back where you put the magnets to your wall so it doesn't ruin your wall. And there you go.
Yep, so one of you will be a lucky winner of that tonight. But for right now, we're going to start off with some news. So, Kat, what is the news we got for this week?
All right, so let's see. Let's go to, because I still haven't cleaned up the doc. Yay. Let's go to Michael. You want to actually talk about X-O Manowar guesting in Bloodshot.
Yes, I was actually really excited to hear that X-O is going to be in Bloodshot. I don't really recall him being in Bloodshot, I don't think, because there were like so many crossovers that happened where X-O, I know, was in Ninjak, and he was in probably other Valiant crossovers, but that's actually really awesome that he's going to be a guest. I don't know if he's going to try to I don't know what his part role is going to be in being in that, but I'm really excited to know that he's actually going to appear in the Bloodshot comic books of Valiant.
Yes. All right, let's go to the next thing, which is, I didn't know if anyone wanted to discuss this. I add this later on once. I don't think you guys saw it, but the Mandalorian's getting comics from IDW and Marvel. Did anyone want to discuss that?
No. I mean, that's cool.
It's like, yeah, that's awesome.
But yeah, I mean, I like Mandalorian,
really.
so that's, yeah.
So that's
gonna get the comics? Probably not.
I'll try it. I'll try maybe not the IDW, because that's probably going to be like Adventures and, the more all ages version.
Yes, and by the way,
probably.
Hi everyone in the chat who is saying hello to us. Welcome to Comic Book Weekly. We're really happy to see you guys, and got a lot of stuff for you tonight. So, yeah.
When we say a lot, very little.
Well, it could be a lot. I mean, you never know.
We're gonna make it a lot, but not much to talk about tonight. Besides that, we have this awesome giveaway, in background noise. So look forward to all that. Did you guys see Doom Patrol? No, I've only seen the pilot.
Yeah, I've only seen half the pilot.
We are great people here. We're going to entertain you tonight. We're missing 2 people. That's okay.
Entertainers here. All of us.
We are. I do love giveaways. We'll keep commenting in general, but you just got to comment once for the way. All right, let's get into the next thing, which is Zach Thompson to take over Angel and Spike. So Zach Thompson is currently writing Join the Future, which Brand as much. I do like the book. And I'm excited for a new voice. I feel like some of the Buffy books have lost its steam. So excited to see where this one's going to go.
Yeah, I had to refresh my memory as to who he was. And then I looked him up, and you're right. I'm not crazy about that book. But I think his stuff I'm kind of hit and miss on. So I'm not sure how to feel about this. I think we're also getting a new artist on it as well. So yeah, I'm kind of, I like the art on it. So I don't know how I'm gonna feel about it. I'll have to see. So yeah.
I know we're gonna get. Sorry, Brant.
That's all.
Okay. I know we're gonna get this question, so we're gonna bring it up. We're not gonna probably talk about it too much. But yes, we heard about Scott Lobdell leaving Red Hood and the Outlaws. We heard about every horrible thing he did. So I'm happy that comics are trying to make this a safer place for people. So that's my thoughts on it. I know Michael actually did read the book. So what direction would you like to see the book after he leaves?
Well, the book that I want to see is basically the team being together, because what I felt in his story, especially when I read the issue this week, it's like they're together, the three of them, and then they separate, and then they're together again, or it's like two people that are together and then one, because at first it was Bizarro and Artemis, and then Jason Todd was by himself. Now it's Jason Todd, Bizarro, and Artemis by herself, and then there's this whole portal thing that happened. I mean, if we're gonna make a Red Hood Outlaw book, at least let's try to get the team to be, together, because that's what Red Hood and the Outlaws is, of having all the teams together. I understand where his direction was to separate the team a little bit, but I just want to see more of what we saw in, the New 52, just where the teams were together instead of just always apart. I mean, but I'm really shocked to hear about the Scott Lobdell. Yeah, I was really shocked, and I really admired his, writing and everything. And just to hear that, it's really upsetting me, and it's sad. But but we have to, like you said, Kat, we gotta have a great and safe community of comic books, because that's the importance, especially with everything that's going on right now. Of course, we need that safety in our lives of reading comic books.
I agree.
And for the creators as well.
And the creators in the industry, of course, yeah.
Absolutely.
Any other thoughts? Or
I mean, I just hope that it just sees a new direction where the team's together. I mean, that's all I want to see. But I'll be looking forward to reading a new story after issue 50, because right at 50, that'll be when Scott steps down after issue 50.
There's not even an announcement if it's going to continue. So
right,
I don't know,
or be rebranded as something else. Who knows? Yeah, I'll just echo what you said, Kat. There's not really much else to say about it. I don't read the book, so.
Yeah, I don't read it either. I think I read maybe like 1 or 2 issues of it and dropped it. And that was when, I think Mike and Michael were really enjoying the book. And I was I'll give it a shot.
It just gets a pretty good issue. Like, there are some ups and downs, but it's a pretty good moderate level of reading, in my opinion.
All right, well, let's get into some other news here. We have one more new commenter, so I'm going to add them. Again, you guys got to stick until the end of the show if you want to get entered into our giveaway. I'll mention it throughout the show for the X-O Manowar metal poster.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's definitely awesome. All right,
cool. Yeah.
Let's go into the next thing, which is 21 Empyre tie-ins have been eliminated.
Have been eliminated. Okay.
Eliminated. They're not canceled. They're eliminated.
Wow. Okay. Interesting.
I mean, we're going to talk about Empyre, I'm guessing. I don't know. Did you read it?
Yeah, I read Empyre.
Okay.
Yeah,
we're going to talk about it.
It's interesting because, I mean, I won't go into it, but the one thing in that book, there's a checklist. It's like all past dates, right? So it's okay, interesting. Yeah, well, which, like, the tie-ins in the actual books, or like the standalone tie-ins?
I think the standalone tie-ins. Let
The
me.
standalone. Okay.
I honestly didn't look at it too much, but let's see.
Okay.
which ones
Okay. Yeah.
they
Yeah.
name
That's
any.
fine. That's fine. We don't have to go into it.
No, it's cool. 21 individual issues altogether are not included on the checklist. Oh, so they're the ones that are not even included on the checklist.
Oh wow.
Thor Empyre, Ghost Rider, Spider-Man Empyre, Squadron Supreme, Storm Wrangler or Storm Ranger, sorry, Invasion of Wakanda, The Union, Strike Force issue 10, Empire Spider-Man, a 3-issue limited series written by Saturday Night Live's Taron Killam. So there's a lot.
Wow.
A lot of books out here.
That's a lot of books that they're
and a lot of big ones too. Some are Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, Spider-Man, yeah, he's more out there in the issues today.
So that's not even the ones on the checklist. That's like separate.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
This event was going to be massive. What were they thinking?
I know what I'm thinking, and we'll get there. I know what I'm thinking. And I think anyone who's seen the doc has a pretty good indicator of what I'm thinking. All right, well, let's get into Leviathan. Checkmate. So many cancellations or postponements. So Leviathan Checkmate has just been postponed indefinitely. No biggie.
No. Just whatever.
It's
like,
comics.
I mean, is it really surprising?
No, Leviathan definitely did not do as well as DC thought it was gonna do.
Yeah, and I think especially once Didio is gone, plans are changing, and they've got new directions for everything, and it just didn't fit their plan. Is what I'm assuming.
I wonder what their plan is.
Do they have a plan? Is the question.
I don't know, man. I would hope so if they're taking away all these titles that they got something in the forefront.
Yeah, hopefully.
Same for Marvel too. I don't want to diss on DC. They both got stuff to figure out. Understandably,
sure.
but
yeah, I mean it's they were thrown for a loop just like everybody else, but I mean DC is just like, I mean, we've been talking about it for weeks now with the whole leaving Diamond and all that, and then firing Didio, and it's just like their entire company's under a major upheaval right now. So
yeah, we'll see what ends up happening there. All right, let's get into some Harley Quinn news, and then we'll get to our entertainment news pieces. But we got Batman White Knight Harley Quinn miniseries announced, and we got a little bit more detail about that. That's going to be in October. And Harley Quinn Black, White, and Red, which is actually already out. I had the chance to read the first issue, so I did. I actually liked it. I have a panel from it, which I didn't share any of the panels. But honestly, this panel is like winning by a landslide. So I don't even know if I need to, but it's like winning by like 40 votes. People love their Poison Ivy and Harley. But yeah, I actually enjoyed the first one. I don't know if I'll read more of it. It was just kind of more of a coincidence that I had time and had the opportunity to read it. So I'm like, all right, let me give it a shot. And then I saw that thumbnail and I was like, I want to see what's going on with Poison Ivy and Harley. So we'll see. I'm tired of the digital comics. I wish there was more print. And I think this is a sign of where things are heading.
Yeah, that is true. It seems that way anyway. And I've been the one of us that has been like, no, I don't mind reading digital, but it's like, yeah, I it's kind of sad to see more and more heading that way because I do like the tactile experience. So.
And also when they're chapters like this, it makes it a little harder because they're shorter. So it is a really different experience. It's not just like, oh, you're reading it digitally. It's literally shorter. So I don't mind reading digitally when it's a full comic, but the chapters, I've never really liked them. This one was very far and few between of an exception for it because I like those two characters and I thought the art was good and it worked, but I don't see that being a grand slam for every chapter.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, let's go into the Harley Quinn Black Label, the White Knight. I'm super excited. She was a great character in what's it called? White Knight, not Black Knight. In White Knight, and she had a big plot line. So I'm excited to see where they take her individually.
Yep, Mike Manhan asked a question of who's writing the Harley Quinn tie-in.
The tie-in is, I think, still written by Sean Murphy. You'd have to correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it's Sean Murphy writing it. Did anyone read Star Wars Bounty Hunters? Nope.
No,
I did not. I never finished last issue, so I didn't get to it. So Chris probably did if he had been here.
Yeah, Chris is reading a lot of books. So
Yeah, and I think he's really enjoying that one. So
I'm trying to write down all our names here. So thank you guys for commenting. If you continue to comment, we will put you on the list for the giveaway for the metal poster. I'm trying to do so many things at once. Okay, next up is the TMNT gets another movie reboot, which is a CGI movie.
yeah,
why? Why? We had a
Why
reboot.
not? I'm just joking. I agree.
My curiosity
We
is
had a
like,
reboot already. We don't need another one. How more realistic are you gonna make these turtles?
I mean, which direction are they going with this? Because the people that are behind it have me a little concerned.
I'm afraid to know. I'm afraid.
Seth Rogen and Zac Efron are involved with this.
Oh no, Seth Rogen.
I do think Seth Rogen. No, Seth Rogen he does some good stuff. I was gonna say I think that's interesting. He's done some bad stuff, but he's also done like Preacher and stuff like that, and he really likes comics.
I'm not a fan of Seth Rogen. I've never been a fan of Seth Rogen. So every time I see his name involved with something, I cringe. So, and that's no disrespect to Seth Rogen. His style is just not my style. So it just doesn't gel.
I don't know. I gotta see the trailer to see how this whole design.
I love TMNT, and there's been so many versions of TMNT. You know, it's one of those franchises that can keep reinventing itself a little bit. I just wonder if this is going to follow more off like the Nickelodeon stuff, and that I'm not huge into that version. So
maybe you have to see.
So last but not least, what we're going to talk about is the Superman Man of Tomorrow animated movie, which there's the trailer. So we've known about this movie. I was a little torn on this because I'm really tired of Superman movies, and watching this trailer reminded me of that. I'm like, I've seen this story so many times, and I just don't care. I don't want to buy this. And then the other thing is that the art, I was going to say the artwork felt very Archer-esque. So Archer, like the TV show, and I thought it was not great. It wasn't my thing. So I don't know, man. Not feeling it.
I don't know. Like when I saw about who's the alien that Superman's fighting? It's not John Jones, is it?
Oh, I didn't even recognize which alien.
He's fighting Lobo
I don't remember.
for part of it.
No, Lobo. That was good because we haven't seen a Superman Lobo fight and then team up in long times because he's been in the comic books years ago. Because I know a friend of mine who collected it, and I saw the Superman Lobo confrontations and then teaming up. But the alien thing, I'm not really too sure about that. Like I was like, okay, who's the alien? Is it John Jones or is it some other? We don't know.
Yeah, Mike Manhattan says he thinks it was Parasite. It might have been Parasite.
Could have been, which is also like. All right, well, we have a question from Tevia. Why are you tired of Superman animated films? Because I don't think I'm tired of Superman animated movies. I think I'm tired of the same thing in every Superman animated movie.
Cycling the same things, like Superman fighting Doomsday. Or
he becomes Superman, or the origin story. Exactly. Like, give me something different. It's not. I'm not saying we can't have a Superman movie, but make it something outside of it. Like Red Sun Superman. Honestly, I didn't get to watch it, but at least it was something different than what we were getting. It has an audience. Give me something else, man. This looked like cookie cutter of every Superman animated film.
Yeah, and it's like I like the year one costume kind of thing. That was kind of neat. It's like he's Clark Kent, he's not Superman yet, so that was fine. But yeah, nothing about it really grabbed me, and it was for that same reason. It's like I don't want to see his origin story again. I understand the importance of origin stories in introducing an audience, but at this point, I mean, come on, who doesn't know Superman's origin?
It's been said a bunch of times.
The character is like, what, 80 years old?
I think 80.
he is 81, I think, at this point.
81 years old. His origin's been told like a million times. Everybody knows it. We don't need to see it.
We all know.
Yeah, it's not fun. So you guys are waiting for our trailer, which was kind of crazy because I remember some of you guys were asking us for trailer opinion. And I literally got a direct email about this like way after. So I'm like, I don't know where you guys got that trailer, but not even Warner Brothers knew about it.
But I actually watched the trailer this time, Kat. I never watched the trailer.
There you go.
I watched it.
Yeah. We only had one this week, though, and also so few people on our panel this week. So you really needed to.
Yeah. At the time, it was the only media piece too, and it's like, well, I better watch this trailer.
Gotta watch this one.
Yeah.
And honestly, we actually went. Well, A, we're done with the news, but B, we went through things that only had one check mark because there were so few things to talk about this week. So, and we still only talked about it for less than 20 minutes because we talked about other stuff. So, yeah, we're actually done with the news. So we're gonna announce once again the giveaway, and then we're gonna get into the radar. Yeah.
You guys share her screen, Brian?
Sorry.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, so this is the poster that you guys can win. All you gotta do is comment, and I will send you this poster. We are going to announce the winner at the end of the show. I'm gonna pick 3 winners. The first winner is the winner. You gotta email us, or else we don't know who you are. So email us so we get your address, and I can send you this.
Yep.
All right.
It's a really cool poster. I'd like to have that.
And I'm gonna say if no one answers me and no one sends their address, then I'm not doing another giveaway. So this is the only giveaway we're doing.
That's our comicfrontline@gmail.com, where you could just email us who you were as the winner, and I wouldn't give this up if I were you lucky winner, whoever you are. That's pretty sick to have.
And we got some comments. Yeah, it's awesome. Really good stuff, good quality. That poster is fire. It is Radio Mac Gaming. I'm glad I was able to support your new comics. Excited to read them. Thank you.
Yeah.
We appreciate that. All right. Now we're going into, so we email you now. Email us when we announce the winner. So if you won, email us. Yeah, the 3 people whose names are called, email us so I could give you guys. The first person who actually won is going to get the prize, but if they don't email us, we can give it to the second person. If they don't email us, the third person gets it. So all 3 people, please email us.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess next segment is Under the Radar. All right.
Yes.
So Under the Radar, we got some books for this week from the 3 of us, and my Under the Radar book I got to talk about for this week is Sonic the Hedgehog, issue number 28. Things are getting really awesome for the Sonic team because they're trying to get the Chaos Emerald from the I think the Deadly Six that they're called. Like I can't really remember their names, like the team names, but it was really a speed read for me actually because we had like Silver who was fine with Czar and he got the Chaos Emerald. Then we have Espio versus Zaz. Espio, I like his character, like doing all those ninja stuffs and all that stuff and the technique to get the Chaos Emerald, which I thought was awesome. Then you had Jet versus Master Zeke, and with Jet's help from Storm and Wave, who were fighting off against the Zombots, they actually beat Master Zeke and they got the Chaos Emeralds, but they will also find the Zombots after retrieving it.
Sweet.
Right, but with that, there's only 2 left, and Sonic asks Silver for his help on something to pull this off because Sonic is infected with the Zombots. So then we see Rouge retrieve the Chaos Emerald from whose ship? Zavok's ship, I believe his name was, to help power it and brought it to Sonic. But see, if you thought that Zavok was down and out for the count, he really was not, actually, because the I'm trying to remember. It's like he was not down and out when the ship crashed. Like he just was like really like all powerful and everything. And the Zombots that were infected in the previous issue, like Shadow, Vector, and Chombi or whatever it was, now they gotta go against Sonic and his friends. Boy, what a cliffhanger to be continued. Just awesome issue, guys, and definitely a classic read. I love to read Sonic the Hedgehog comic books, and for those of you Sonic the Hedgehog fans, I'm sure you'd like it too if you give it a read.
Yeah,
All right.
I used to read it. I fell way behind on it though. I'll have to catch up someday.
All right.
That day is not today.
Okay, so Bran, what's your under the radar book?
Mine is Dead Body Road, Bad Blood, #1.
I don't even know what that is.
It's I'm trying to remember who wrote it now. Is it Justin Jordan? This is like a follow-up of a previous series called just Dead Body Road, which I'd never read before. So I didn't know what to expect going in, but I actually really like the story. It's a crime story. There's this girl, this woman that, like, I guess she used to be an assassin or something like that. And she's
I did see this. It's Image Comics. I didn't read it.
It's Image, yeah.
But I saw it. Yeah,
so she's working at a bar, and some people come looking for her brother, and he's into a whole lot of trouble, and it pulls her back into that life, into that world, and she's got to go, hunt him down and kind of take care of the people that are after him and all this stuff. And it's interesting. It was kind of cool the way that they built it up and kind of pulled her back into it and everything. So it made me want to go out and check out the previous series. So that's always a win, I think, when it makes you want to go back and read more of it. So yeah, Justin Jordan. I thought it was Justin Jordan. Yeah. Thanks, Tom.
Yeah. All right. And that's all you have to say, Bran?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it was that was pretty much the whole issue. It was that there wasn't a whole lot that happened, but what did happen was pretty cool.
All right, so we'll go now to Kat, under the radar.
Mine was, oh man, I don't even have my iPad to tell my top 5.
I think you said it was.
I know my under the radar, but my top 5 I don't know, but I'll get that after. Teen Titans is my under the radar. Yeah, I really enjoyed this issue. I was surprised by it because I thought they would, breaking it up again. Like, we saw this already. But I actually thought the breakup allowed for different relationships to form. I really liked the brother blood mystery, and I liked what it did to all their moral compasses and kind of figure out, like, what are we doing? Are we good people? And I love those type of stories. So I really enjoyed this issue. I thought it was a great character issue.
Yeah. I like. Oh, go ahead, Michael.
No. Go ahead, Bran. Okay.
I was just gonna say I like the way that Crush and Roundhouse kind of bonded, which is the weirdest thing because they had such a conflict over Jen, but they're the first two that bonded over this whole breakup thing, and then everybody just kind of ends up together again. Even Robin, which I thought it was kind of neat the way they all came together and everything, and like you said, trying to figure out if the route that they took was the right route or not. And still trying to cope with that, but it's like family, which kind of proves how close they've kind of become. No matter how much you fight, something always pulls you back together, and you come together and do what's got to be done. So it was cool.
I agree.
Absolutely. So I was just saying, like, I thought maybe it'd be like an issue or two until maybe the team gets back together. It was like I felt like it was very quick, but then again, with the way that they set it up to saying that this is something of like who we are, and we have to solve the mystery of who killed Brother Blood. And we saw actually Batman, who came in the very last page of the issue. But I really like this book. Like you said, Bran, with the whole Crush and Roundhouse forming a bond together, along with also Kid Flash and Red Arrow. Like Kid Flash, I think has the hots for her because I think he was trying to ask her twice, like saying, "Oh, I have something to tell you," and then he gets interrupted. I'm like, don't you just love when there are those people that they're trying to say something, and then you got this person who just breaks. I'm like, yep, you gotta love that stuff. And
for sure.
No, it made me laugh and all that, but it was a really good book though for this week of Times. I enjoyed it.
I love what they're building with Kid Flash and Red Arrow. It's cute and it doesn't fit either because they're like totally opposite people. So it's kind of cool to see them kind of together. Simon R's Under the Radar is year 0.
We also had a question. BTW Cat, did you like this week's Batgirl? No.
Answer, no.
No, I did not like it at all.
Poor Batgirl.
Yep. All right.
But also poor me, because I want to like Batgirl.
Yeah, and that is 3 of our Under the Radar. So now we're going to be going into the big books and the top 5. So Brand's taking over?
Yeah, let's
get
Brand do it.
Sure.
Somebody, I don't know.
Yeah. No, that's cool.
Okay,
yeah, I got to weed some of these out too because we got some unmarked here.
You got a lot. We need to weed.
Yeah, no.
Also, guys, feel also when we talk about the big books, you can give your top number 5s. I read 3 books this week, so I'm gonna go when it's top number 3.
Okay.
Guys, give us some question corners or question corners. That's another podcast I do. Give us some
Question corner.
Legends of Tomorrow podcast. We call it question corners. Give us some questions, please, because this is
we got no content.
Really short show.
All right, so first,
did you like this week's Teen Titans? We just talked about Teen Titans.
Yeah, we just did Tempyre. We just talked about it.
That was literally the book we were talking about. But anyway, we're going to talk about another book, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers number 50. Kat, take it away because you're the only one of us that read it.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this. It is our topic too, so we definitely have to talk about this, not quickly. Yeah. Lord Drakkon does return in Power Rangers at the end of the issue, and I actually thought this was a really good issue because it had a good balance of everything and action. We're reeling down of necessary or winding down necessary evil, which is the current arc. And we get to see our Rangers do separate and kind of form their own paths, but still show that they can be friends and work together. And like I said, that ending with Lord Drakkon was very interesting and starting a new chapter of Shattered Grid and seeing where that goes. And it's cool that we're getting to see characters go in their own separate directions. And I just thought it was a really good bookend for a new chapter. So I really enjoyed it.
Does Ryan write this one as well?
Yes, he does.
Okay. So reading Power Rangers TMNT, it's made me appreciate his writing, right? So I actually looked through this book, and I didn't read it because I haven't read any of the past, but I looked through it and I'm like, that actually looks kind of cool. So he's
really good.
Yeah, it's almost got me tempted to go back and maybe try it out and see.
Yeah. Also, I hate to cut you off. Speaking of that, because I asked Ellie to pass me this. I actually have a Lord Drakkon action figure.
Oh, nice!
Oh, there we go.
So definitely something. Because I was saying like, like I have the action figure. And I texted, "Can you just bring it out for me?" And I just wanted to share this. So that's really awesome.
Yeah.
I will say if you do read Power Rangers, Brant, and instead of starting with the main series that gets very much into the mythology, I recommend Go-Go. It's very much just about the characters and like how do you deal with being a Power Ranger and a high school student. So I recommend that, and it's a really easy to read. And Ryan started on that book, and then he went on to Mighty Morphin, and that way you don't have to be in the middle of an arc, and you can kind of understand what's going on.
Right. Okay. Cool. Simon, we are going to talk about Transformers Terminator in a bit. So, all right.
Does anyone read The Plunge? I don't think so. Maybe Chris.
No. Yeah, maybe. I
don't read it.
I'm not sure. All right. So we already kind of talked about this a little bit. Empyre Avengers issue number 0, the kickoff.
I was bored. In all honesty, I was really bored. It reminded me of X-Men. And because you have all these, starting to try to make a new society better, I'm like, well, we have X-Men. Why do I need to read this?
I was kind of in the middle. I'm kind of curious about the Kree Skrull stuff and just how, how it all got started, and now this other race that was in between them, the Kotati, have risen again, and I thought it was at least interesting. It's I don't know if it's going to be enough to hold me going forward, but it's at least got me intrigued enough to try out, the next one. So, Not Cat though. Maybe.
No, I mean, I am gonna read Fantastic Four because I've been following that series, so I want to see where that goes. And I'm giving issue 1 a try because I feel like it's hard to give an issue 0 and stop there. So that's why I half chopped it, which is gonna be a teaser for our chopping block. But I want to give it a fair shot. If I do not like issue 1, it is being dropped 100%. But I think that's a very fair. And again, Fantastic Four, just because I like the Fantastic Four. And I'm reading it, so
yeah, it's going to be hard because it's tying into so many books. Well,
it is, but it isn't. Most of them
it is, but it isn't. Yeah, exactly. Oh man, so the jury's still out. Is the verdict on that? All right, so we got one more. We got Green Lantern, the 80th anniversary issue. Well, only I was going to say issue 1, but it's the only issue.
I didn't get a chance to read it. I wanted to, but I didn't get a chance.
I'll put a caveat out. I only read about 2/3 of it. I didn't finish it, so I ran out of time. I was reading it all the way up to the show, so but I read a good amount of it, and I it's like most anthologies. I liked some of them. I didn't like all of them, but this was one of the better ones, and I think it's because of what you said. I think last week, Kat, that it's because there's so many different characters that you can follow instead of just reading the one character. So you got little pieces of different Green Lanterns. So I thought that was cool.
I honestly really enjoyed this one. I thought there was a lot of standouts. I liked the Alan Scott story, which I guess kind of teases into that the main Alan Scott's going to be gay too, which I think is cool, and that they're keeping like the good stuff from Earth 2 for Alan Scott. So I thought that was interesting. And I love the artwork. I thought that was good. I really liked Hal's story. And yeah, we only saw one Hal story. Technically 2, but that was about the core. And everything else was just each Green Lantern. And I really enjoyed this one. It's definitely the best anthology I've read in a while, and definitely the best 80th anniversary I've read because it's so diverse and had so many different voices in it. It didn't feel boring.
I also appreciated that they brought in like classic. I mean, they do this for all of them, but they brought in classic Green Lantern writers, like Ron Mars wrote one, and Denny O'Neil and so on and so forth. I thought that was really cool. I like the one with Guy's death. Like they
I love
together
that
every year.
That's in my panels.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. I forgot. That was one of the better ones, and I like the tribute to Dwayne McDuffie, and there was a lot of good stuff in this one, and I'm eager to read the rest of it. So.
We have a couple of questions here. Media Jack, I think this is more for you, Brant. Do you not trust Seth Rogen at all? He's one of the people behind the series of The Boys. I don't think this is really up Brant's alley.
I actually did watch The Boys, believe it or not.
Did you like
Lisa
it?
and I watched it together. It's kind of one of those things where it's like, do we really like this, or do we just have to see it through kind of thing? It is a very graphic series.
I never saw the movie, so I don't.
Oh man,
I mean,
very graphic.
I never saw it.
It's it's interesting. I like elements of it, yeah. So if he's behind that, I guess I do like some of his stuff. I don't know. I won't sit here and say I've never liked anything Seth Rogen has done, because that's a lie. I do like some of the things that he has been in or that he's worked on, but by and large, I'm not a fan.
The other question was, with Ryan Reynolds crashing the X-Men reunion stream, do you think we will ever get a movie face-to-face of Deadpool and Wolverine? I think we are one of these days. I definitely think
so.
I would love that.
That would actually be something.
Yeah, we have to.
Yeah, that would be money gold.
If Ryan Reynolds can make it happen, he'll make it happen.
Oh, of course, once Ryan Reynolds, he can do anything.
Yeah. What?
Hugh Jackman's done 9 of these, so I think he'll do more, unless they make another Wolverine, which would be kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Maybe he could be Old Man Logan.
He kind of was not really, but it was like a version.
Not really, but it would probably make sense to
Logan already did that. I would say. I don't want to see another movie of Logan just because it was so good. I think it would cheapen. Yeah, it would cheapen it. All right, we got a couple of questions here. The Media Jacks says, on the comment of too many Superman movies, what character doesn't have enough?
Ooh.
Anybody but Batman and Superman?
Yeah. Green Lantern, The Flash. Honestly, I'm not asking you to make C-list movies. I'm just asking you to make something that's not Batman and Superman.
I mean, we had one like Daredevil movie. That was it.
We're talking about animated movies, like the DC.
Oh, animated. Oh.
Yeah.
The Flash is definitely one.
I wouldn't even mind the Superman family and the Batman family. I wouldn't even mind it being a Batgirl movie or a Nightwing movie or a Supergirl movie or a Superboy movie. Just please, no more Clark Kent and Bruce Wayne.
Now, Nightwing movie, I would really buy and see that.
Yeah, me too. It'd be great.
Yeah, I mean, it's like we've had a couple of Teen Titans. We've had a couple of Wonder Woman, a ton of Superman, ton of Batman. What else have we gotten? Justice League. What else have we gotten? Really?
Not much.
Yeah, there's a lot more characters that we could have stories with. It's weird that we haven't really gotten a whole lot of Flash. As popular as the Flash is. Yeah.
I think there's only been one. Yeah, they had Flash Paradox.
Crazy.
Yeah, Flashpoint. Sorry.
Yeah, Flashpoint. Yeah.
Flashpoint Paradox, I think it was called.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
All right. What's your Teen Titans dream team? Mine is Damian Wayne, Avery, Wally West, Red Arrow, Raven, Aqualad, and Beast Boy.
That is very good.
I want to pick like the new teens because I really don't want to go into Teen Titans we've already had. New teens. I would like to see the Aqualad from Young Justice. I think that would be kind of cool. Wait, is he in it already?
He's in
something.
He's in something. Currently, he's in Aquaman.
Yeah. Is he in Teen Titans? I don't think.
No, I don't think he's in Teen Titans. I don't think.
Yeah, but
he's in
it's like a dream of who you would like to see in Teen Titans.
He might have shown up with everybody in Young Justice. He might be on the Young Justice League.
That might be it because I feel like I just saw art with him. I would love to see the Dial H kids. I think that'd be fun. Sideways. I mean, a lot of the people that showed up in Young Justice, but the color team.
Yeah, I don't know. I really like the team that they have right now. I think it's one of the better teams they've had since the Jeff Johns stuff for me personally. But I'd have to really think about that. That's hard.
I don't know. Like for me, I mean, well, of course, I would like to see Nightwing as one part on the team. Raven, maybe Beast Boy. Yeah, because Raven and Beast Boy, because they're fine. Who else? Crush. And
mix of non-teens in there.
No. Like I'm just thinking of I mean, Aqualad wouldn't be bad to be in there as well.
I know they're kind of throwing, not to cut you off, Michael. I know they're kind of throwing Naomi into the Young Justice stuff, but I wouldn't mind seeing her on Teen Titans because she's new to all this, right? Yeah, that's kind of the team you go to when you're new and trying to learn everything. So,
well, Cyborg actually has more of a knowledge of helping with.
You are so much older now. I think you want to have like teen characters,
No, in teen forms, right?
Yeah, but you can't DH.
Well, yeah, you could do that. Yeah, sure.
I mean, you could, but no one's gonna be happy if you DH Cyborg.
I don't know. Or maybe John from Superboy. Maybe he could be in it.
He could. Yeah,
he could.
I don't need him in it, but
that would be interesting, though. Come back with all this knowledge from Legion and join the Teen Titans.
You know what's so interesting? Young Justice team is older than the Teen Titans. Like those kids are definitely older than the Teen Titans.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's go.
John could come back from Legion and be like, "Hey."
We're gonna say Brent. Sorry. You might be paused.
There must have been a delay or something. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Am I paused?
No, you're good now.
Delay? Okay, that's weird. I was just saying John could come back from Legion and be like, Damian, I'm a teenager now. Can I be on the team? Before he wasn't a teenager, yeah.
That would be fun.
Yep.
All right, so we're going into our top 5, I guess. Number 5. So. Yeah. So number 5. What is my number 5? I gotta get on the right screen here. My number 5 is 7 Days, number 7, the last issue of that series. It was a cool, not crossover, miniseries event featuring the whole Catalyst Prime universe, and this issue was like the culmination of where they all the heroes in the world came together to take on this alien threat that was trying to terraform the world and everything. And there was a lot of loss, a lot of in this issue. There was like a lot of people were thinking it was the end, and they were just kind of like, you had some people just like partying it away, some people spending it with their loved ones. That can, that whole thing that you do when the end of the world comes. But then you had all these heroes getting together and kind of a one last stand, and nobody thought that they were going to win. And somehow they figure out a way to defeat them. And I love it was actually one of the characters is he's autistic, and he's the one that actually defeated the bad guy because he has like super strength or something, and he like punched him upside his jaw and knocked him out, and they contained him after that. So it was a nice end, and it was like, okay, this is kind of a cool intro to their whole universe. If you hadn't been reading all the books up to this point, you got to know all the main characters. So I'm curious to see what they do going forward with 7 Days. But so that was mine. So Michael, what was yours? Oh no, you don't have a top.
Yeah, I go on.
Yeah, sorry. So Kat, what was yours?
Mine was Rescue 2020 issue 2. Pretty fun book. Yeah, I mean, it's just your run of the mill. Here's an adventure. Pepper has to get some DNA to save Tony's life. But I miss Pepper. I miss Rescue. It's been too long. So I think just getting even a small adventure from her is nice. And, it's fillerish and maybe a little forgettable, but I enjoyed it overall. I had a good time reading it.
Cool. I don't know if you showed these or not, but
I don't think I did.
Okay.
Oh,
let's get that one. There's Tiffany's.
All right.
All right. So on to the next big books. We got. Let's see. We got Batman 93. We'll talk about that one. That's a big one. Big thing happened there. We can say big thing, but as I was kind of joking with Kat, it's like, well, it's not that big a leap, but we find out the identity of the designer in this issue, sort of.
Yeah, kind of, right?
Yeah.
It's a little underwhelming, but the issue, honestly, like, I like this issue more than the previous ones because A, you get the answers, but B, like, some of the character interactions were really good. I loved Harley and Punchline here. I thought Punchline was much better of a character because she, like, freaking kills Harley. And then everyone's dying except Catwoman, who just, like, takes a cat nap. And that's about it.
Yeah.
What a great way to do things.
What's that?
I said, what a great way to do things.
Yeah,
taking
exactly.
a cat nap.
Of course. No, I thought this issue was really strong too, and this was the best I'd seen Punchline so far.
Yeah, same. I agree.
Just her whole conversation with Harley as they're fighting too, and Harley's just like, "Oh, girl, let me tell you," and she's like, "No, you don't understand." It was like this whole thing with them, like Harley's trying to convince her that, hey, he's just gonna use and abuse you too, and she's like, "You don't get it. I don't care," and I was just like, okay. And then she, slits her throat, and it's like, oh man, Harley. And and then Catwoman gets duped out of all of Bruce Wayne's money. And
it's technically her money too. And that's so sad.
Yeah. And then the designer, spoiler, I'm not going to bother by pulling it up because if you want to do it, Kat, you can. But
I'm good. Let's skip it this way.
Okay. The designer is not the designer anymore. We don't know who he was, but apparently he's Joker's corpse now, which is weird. So,
but it was interesting. I didn't say, oh my God, the Joker corpse, because we knew Joker was coming. But yeah, the part I really liked, going back to the Harley stuff, I really enjoyed kind of the anti-hero-ness of her. Because I liked that Punchline was saying, you're the one who kind of grounded Joker. You knew everything about Joker. He could have been like so much worse than he is or whatever she said. And it was like, oh, you knew him the best. And I really enjoyed that conversation.
Yeah. exactly. So, let me pull this one up because this is more. Get on there. Why is it not? There we go.
It's not working for you.
Yeah, we saw him killed. Yeah, no, I know it wasn't. That's why I said it wasn't a big leap. It was not really a big surprise, but it was weird seeing him as the corpse, but Joker's not there. So like he's reanimated his corpse, and I don't know.
Well, that might play a part in. I mean, Tevye just said it. I think Harley Quinn is dead. I don't, because it might play the part of no one's dead in comics, but maybe whatever happened with Joker. And the designer could play a part in this.
Right.
Simon R. said Red Mother has been excellent as well. Yes, we've been telling you guys Red Mother has been very good.
Fantastic. But no, I really thought this was a strong issue, so I enjoyed it. Let's talk Immortal Hulk number 34.
Immortal Hulk for me was a little lackluster, which is weird because I love Immortal Hulk, but and also I was really looking forward to a story about the leader, but I just thought this was very exposition-y. I got it, like understood, like it was interesting to the fact of like getting to inside the head of somebody who controls people's minds. I thought that was cool, but it didn't really do it for me, and I thought the artwork wasn't as strong as it usually is.
Okay. Tevye said he was hoping the designer was Alfred. That would be terrible.
That would just keep him dead.
That would destroy so much. That would be a twist, though. You can't
it would
that.
Be. It's not a good one.
All right, so let's see. The next one is TMNT issue 105. This was I think this might have been the last arc of that writer. So I think we're going back to Eastman and Walsh next, but I'm not.
It definitely looked like the end of something from the panels. It looked like a lot was happening.
Yeah, it was the culmination of this whole arc where they were getting back together. So like after Splinter died, they had this whole thing where they all went their own ways and did their own thing. And then last issue, they finally got together. So this issue was kind of them blowing off steam. They went to a rock concert, and just kind of hung out and that kind of thing. So you got to see more of their character interaction and that kind of thing. But then there was like this tease at the end. So like there's this little girl, Lita, who is she's trying to learn how to be a ninja, but the other kids are picking on her and stuff because they've started up this dojo and they're teaching them all how to fight and everything. And she's like, they're saying I can't be a ninja, and then like Jenica is trying to tell her, they used to tease me all the time too, but now I'm a ninja and Splinter taught me all this and that. And
I'm a turtle.
Yeah. So she's like, you can be a ninja too. And then you see this person who looks a lot like Lita, only much, much older, coming out of this portal thing. And so you assume it's like her from the future. And that's going to kick off the next arc. So it was kind of a cool cliffhanger. So that is it for that. So let's go on to our number 4s. And my number 4 is the book we just talked about, Batman, issue 93. So, Kat.
Mine is Green Lantern. We already talked about it with a cool Nicola Scott cover right there.
Oh, nice.
And our next big book is actually 2020 Rescue number 2, which we already talked about as well.
Already talked about it.
So we'll go on to our number 3s. Let's see. We'll start with Michael because you haven't gone yet.
Yes. So my number 3 book, as we talked about earlier, Red Hood Outlaw, issue number 46. So it did talk a little bit about, Grace's character and how she became the way she was. But then it goes into, again, the two sides, the Red Hood and Bizarro and Artemis. See, Red Hood and Bizarro are at the ancient labyrinth, and they see a untitled entity on General Glory. So Red Hood, of course, uses the All Blade to defeat it, but without harming the General, because it only works against mythical threats in that sort of sense. And the Mistress, we see Mistress versus Essence, and the Essence says, if you kill me, then the whole thing about Jason will be like betraying you for the entities or the Untitled or something like that, if I remember correctly. They did meet Soraru, the proctor, who actually helped make a portal to send Artemis, Mistress, and Essence to help with the whole Red Hood and Bazaar situation of who they're fighting against, which are the Entitled, because they're in the ancient labyrinth. So even though Jason and Essence, they don't get along very well, I like how Jason's character in the book was more like saying, I know that you got out of the Blood Blade, but we need to work together so that way we can defeat the Entitled. So I like how his character kind of turns around instead of just automatically killing someone, like saying, okay, we see we have a big problem here, so let's just work together and defeat the Entitled. And Trigon actually makes a huge thing in this where they have to find him and defeat him by destroying the Chamber of All. And Bizarro, with him volunteering to fight off against Trigon to stop him, the others are going to try to go with their plan, and that was to be continued from there. Wow. So I felt this was a pretty good issue of this one.
Yeah, it sounded like a lot was going on in that one, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Some crazy names in that book, too.
I don't know how I remember that because I'm looking this way now. I'm thinking, oh, I'm gonna forget the name. I hope I don't forget the name. That's why I'm looking like I'm so out of it, because it's like I'm remembering all the stuff that happened in the book and hopefully not missing out on anything.
I gotta say, you lost me, but I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I'm sorry if I was confusion to you.
You lost me a little bit, but then you found me again when you mentioned Trigon. I was like, oh, I know Trigon.
Sorry.
No, it's cool. It was just so much. It was a lot of information to take in, is all. So
thank you for saying I have a lot of information.
All right, so Kat, what was your number 3?
We already talked about it. Batman issue, whatever it is, 93.
All right, so mine is Suicide Squad issue number 6. This was just a fun issue. They were all basically fighting Batman, and Wink steals the Batmobile, and Batman and Deadshot have this interaction. That was part of my panels where Deadshot's like, "You want me to call you an Uber? You want me to call you an ambulance?" So it was this funny exchange. Batman was just kind of getting bested by these newbies, which was kind of cool. But yeah, there wasn't a whole lot more to the issue than that. Just it was kind of jokes. So yeah, it's I don't know where they're gonna go with this now, because like Amanda Waller's not involved, and the guy that was in charge is dead now, and so it's like, what are they doing with Suicide Squad at this point? So we'll see.
So wait, so would you say the Suicide Squad book for your read, is it like a moderate level that you like it, or like where's the scale of, like, is it high, middle, or low?
I think it's a little above moderate, because it's just fun and it's different. It's a different version of Suicide Squad than I've ever seen before, because it's this team kind of took charge. They're the only ones that have ever been able to kind of defeat the system. So it's interesting in that way. So plus this issue was just fun and funny.
Sure.
We do have a new viewer, first time in the channel. You guys got dope content. I'm subscribed. Thank you.
Oh, sweet. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's awesome. All right.
All right.
Let's see. We are going to some more big books, and it's funny. Suicide Squad is the next one we were going to talk about, so we'll skip that one since I just talked about it. Transformers versus Terminator number 2, that has been mentioned in the comments. I think you didn't read this one, did you, Michael?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so I'm the only one here. Yeah.
Which is funny. All the other, Chris and Mike both read it. They're just not here.
Yeah. So I didn't think this issue was as good as the first one. The first one was just like, oh my God, this is my childhood. Brought together Terminator and Transformers. Just every little geeky nostalgia thing about it was so cool in that first issue. And this one went a little bit more heavy into the cheese factor with it. You had Terminator just going crazy and trying to kill all Cybertronians, and just didn't care if they were Autobot, Decepticon, or whatever. And then you've got Sarah Connor jumping in there and saving the day. And the Transformers flipping out about an organic being existing, and it was just weird, this issue. So I wasn't feeling this one as much, but I'm gonna keep going with it because I like the concept, and hopefully it was just it could have been when I read it, could have been just a one-off, kind of not as good. So we'll see. But that was that one. And next up we have Thor number 5, which I'm probably the only one that read that too.
You do.
So this was a really good issue, actually. Thor and Galactus facing off the Black Winter to save, the world from destruction. And this was the big confrontation. And it's getting in their heads. It's kind of showing Thor the moment that he supposedly dies and all this stuff, and is showing him the future and showing him the past and all this stuff. But it also reveals some secrets about Galactus. And that was the really cool thing with the cliffhanger of this book, was Galactus was apparently this guy's herald. So it was the script flip, and that's where he got the whole idea to do it. So that was a really cool twist. Yeah. So that really sold me on the book. It was a fantastic book, and the art is just gorgeous in this book. And so yeah, we don't know what's going to happen at this point. Like, is Black Winter there to destroy the universe, or is he just there for Galactus? And Galactus has spun this whole thing to get Thor to help him to protect himself. So that's where we're at. So pretty cool issue. And that brings us to our number 2s. So Kat, what was your number 2?
My number 2 was Power Rangers. I also got the gold foil cover, which you can't
see that. Oh, that's nice.
That looks nice. Yeah.
Same price too. It's not more expensive.
Yeah. All right. Mine was also a book we already talked about, which was Teen Titans.
Yep, mine too.
Okay.
Here we go. Wow, we tie brands.
Yeah. Tom says Black Winter appearance made that book super pricey on eBay. Okay.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't either. Cool. Debbie's like, what? When did Galactus have a master? Well, I guess we'll find that out in the next issue. Yeah. All right. So let's see. Next book we're going to talk about is we'll talk about Angel and Spike, issue 11.
What happened in this issue? I don't remember anything.
Winifred is getting tempted to the dark side, basically. In that issue,
I didn't quite care about this issue.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Pretty boring. I guess I liked learning a little bit more about the past friend that Angel had, and the comparison to the detective was somewhat interesting. But I don't know. I feel like the book's losing steam again.
Yeah, because there wasn't a whole lot going on. It was just basically that woman with the cult. I'm going to call it a cult because I don't remember what the name of it was. Trying to sway Fred, and then you had the other lady talking to Angel about Kate/Mara and all that. So that was pretty much the whole issue. It was just like a bunch of talking, a bunch of sitting there and talking. It wasn't one of the better issues. Excuse me.
No, it was not. Made the new creative team.
Yeah. So that leaves us with our last big book, which is Justice League issue 47. Which
you are the only one who reads.
Oh man, and I'm on the verge of I would be on the verge of dropping this, but this was the end of this arc, and I want to see what
end of the creative team too.
Yeah, and the creative team too, I think. Yeah, so the new one takes. Yeah, I forget who it is that's taking over with next issue.
Joshua Williamson, the guy does Flash.
I don't think with next issue. I think he's taking.
Maybe it's. Oh, Juan, I actually might.
I think it might be a fill-in or something.
I see. I think I might have an assignment for it actually. Let's see.
Oh, I think is it Spurrier? Is he?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it's Spurrier. Yep, he is issue 50.
Yeah, because I'm not a huge fan of Spurrier, so I'm
me either.
I'm iffy on this now. This was the end of the Spectre arc, and it was basically let's put it back in the bottle. So Jim Corrigan unites with Spectre to thwart Tartarus from getting out, and then everything's set back to the way it was, and everybody's happy with each other and that they've survived this, and now they're better friends and better for it, and yada yada. It was okay.
We do have a question from Aubrey. Anyone getting Devil's Highway from AWA? All right, get this straight, Aubrey. I'm only getting the Girls on the Island book. That's it. That's where I'm at.
Something.
I don't. What is this one about? I don't.
I think it's like a murder mystery. Let's see.
Murder
I mean,
mystery.
it might be up my alley, but I don't know. Devil's Highway. When I read it, it didn't interest me too much. Like the description. A young woman with a dark family secret embarks on a quest to hunt down maybe this is up my alley. The serial killer that brutally murdered her father.
Oh wow, that is right up your alley.
That is definitely up your alley.
Every sentence, there's a girl with a secret. Then there's a serial killer, and then it has something to do with family. I'm like, oh shit. Only to discover he is just one piece of a network of evil that snakes across the country. Damn. I'm going to have to read this.
Yep.
All right.
Cat's getting Devil's Highway. That sounds up my alley too. So yeah, I probably will be trying that one out.
And also there's books coming out this coming week. So it's a perfect time to try it. I have to see the art because that will kind of tell me. I remember the mob one also looked up my alley, but then I looked at the art. I'm like, never mind.
Yeah, that one wasn't as strong as the Old Haunts. That wasn't as strong as I had hoped it would be. I did like it's not my top 5, but I did like Red Border this week.
I haven't liked any of the AWAs yet, or at least not enough for me to pick up more than one issue.
Yeah, no, I understand that. Who is the art? The art is Brent Schoonover. Schoonover?
I do not know who that is, but I'll look at a preview before I invest.
I know the name. I know I've seen his art. I just don't remember what on.
Devil's Highway AWA preview. Let's see if
he's actually done some. He's actually done some Captain Marvel.
But the art actually looks pretty good. Shit. Yeah.
And
all right, guys.
He's done Ant-Man and Captain Marvel Cat.
Oof. I'm getting this. Looks interesting.
Well, all right. You're gonna have to take that highway and get reading.
Yeah. Aubrey, you won her over.
You won me over, which is a hard thing to do.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
On my list right now. I'm gonna probably read it digitally though. I don't know if I'll invest in the first issue just yet, but we'll see.
Yeah. Do we have any more questions before we get into our number 1 or?
No.
No? Okay. That's it. All right. So number 1s is all right. First, before we go around the room, does anyone have a book that we haven't talked about yet?
I mean, I have 2, but
okay.
We could talk about it if you want, because we don't have much else to do.
What about you, Michael? Do you have?
I mean,
you only have 3, right?
Yeah. I mean, I was gonna give my number 1, which you already probably know. Go ahead.
Sonic. There you go.
Sonic the Hedgehog number 28. We already talked about it.
Do you have any books?
No, I mean, my number 1 is Thor, so I'll just go ahead and put it out there.
My number 1 was Teen Titans.
Okay,
so right
gotcha. All right. Let's see. I do want to talk about Middle West real quick, just because I didn't know it was ending until the end of this issue. Yeah, no, I read the end of the issue, and it's like next Middle West concludes. I'm like, what? What do you mean it concludes? So yeah, I was kind of sad about that, but yeah, that's all. And well, go ahead, Kat.
I was gonna say that was great.
yeah, I know, right? The only other one that like stood up. Well, we could talk 5 years, Kat.
That was the one I was gonna talk about.
Okay.
I didn't really like it. I just
really? Okay.
Yeah. I don't know what the point of this was.
The point of it was to get Kachu and Francine on a beach and just end it with them living happily ever after, I guess.
I mean, I like that ending.
Yeah.
But like we already had that, so we didn't need any of that story for us to see them on a beach with their kids. I liked some of the dialogue. Like it wasn't obviously not horrible, but like I really don't like they wrapped up the plot with the world ending so quickly. I'm like, oh, you just had to kill that one Russian lady? That was easy.
That was it. That's all. Well, I mean, yeah, what happened to Lilith? Did I miss something?
I don't know what happened to her. And then Rachel's eyes became clear again. I'm like,
a scar disappeared.
Yeah.
It's like, okay. No explanation.
No explanation. What's
No.
next after this? I feel like usually when Terry Moore finishes something, he's like, here's the next project, and then there's nothing.
Well, I mean, they teased it though, right? Because somebody found the other half of that scroll or whatever. So it's like, okay, so something's in the works, but
But what?
you know, yeah.
And do we care? I mean, I will read it no matter what because it's Terry Moore, but I don't.
Yeah.
One of the least interesting parts of 5 years was that papyrus. So I'm like, again.
Yeah, exactly. The best part of this issue was the I can't remember her name, the one that looks like she's younger than she is.
Oh, Zoe, I love that.
Zoe,
like her like trying to flirt with that
Yeah.
woman. I thought that was funny.
Yeah, so this is our first fight. That was hilarious. But then it's like, you want me to take care of that car? Lightning strike. Okay, your scar's gone. Okay, we'll wrap this all up. Yeah, you're right. It was like, what? But yeah, it's his strong suit is always the dialogue and the character moments and stuff like that. So I do appreciate that. But plot wise, it's like I agree with you. So. Yeah, I guess that's it then. That's
it.
That's our show.
That was all my books. So that is our show. You could maybe access some questions. That way we
have a chopping block for this week. I think
mine was Empyre, but we already talked about that. Yours is Aquaman, Brant. So if you want to talk about that.
Mine's Aquaman? What's mine Aquaman?
You wrote
my chopping block. Yeah. I'm sorry. I forgot what we were doing because I was reading something.
Stay focused. Focus.
I know. I'm sorry. There we go. I'm focused. Aquaman. I'm just. Okay. So I was really into this book. It was really strong, and then it went into this whole arc where he lost his memory and stuff, and it got really weak for me for a while. So I picked it up with this Aquababy thing, right? Because Mike just pulled me in. He was like, I got to read this for Aquababy and stuff. So I started reading again, and it just hasn't kept my interest so far. And now we're getting to next issue is Mara's wedding, and she's not marrying Aquaman. She's marrying Volko to keep the kingdom, in order and everything. And it's like, and then their baby was kidnapped, and they found the baby, and we learned that Mara was the one that was, I don't know, it was just weird. And it's just, it's not interesting enough to keep me entertained right now. So I don't know if I'm gonna keep going with it. I'll read next issue and kind of make my decision based on that, I guess.
Man, you're already giving it another issue. We have a really nice comment from Media Jack. Not a question. This show has come a long way since I first started watching. There has been a dramatic change for the better, more streamlined and more fun. Thank you for moving on. Yeah, we changed it for a reason, and we know we're having more fun doing it. So
thank you, Media Jack. That was really a nice thing that you said.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
it's always nice to get nice comments.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, yeah.
And I'll throw up Black Knight's chopping block. I'm not giving Dr. Ab for a second issue. Okay. I actually liked the first issue. But yeah. All right. So that brings us to
the key issues.
Yeah.
So not much to go on here.
Key issues, people don't go away because we still got that giveaway that we're going to be giving away.
That's right. So we got very few books to talk about this week. There's so little coming out. I was hard pressed to find anything, but we do have 4 books we're going to mention here. So Ghostbusters Year 1, issue number 4, Michael.
Yes, I'm really looking forward to seeing. I can't remember. Like they did Venkman, I know. They did Winston, and I think they did Ray. So I think Egon's the last one.
Yeah,
I think I can't remember. It's been so long since I last read the. I know Peter Venkman was the last one because that was funny.
Cool. All right, and you're also excited about Killing Red Sonja issue number 2.
Oh, if I see terrible artwork and if I'm lost in this book, I'm chopping it. I'm telling you, because last issue when there was that artwork and. I let go because the story was okay, but if there's that artwork again with the story a little, then that's it.
That's it.
Dropping blocks down. Fully.
All right.
Not half. Fully.
Yeah. All right. So the only one Kat can talk about is Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
It is. I mean, I'm getting like I think 5 books tomorrow, and most of them are graphic novels. Like I'm getting the new Kirkman book, and I'm getting Fence. But Buffy, I also get the Kirkman free comic book day book because issue 1 it's free. Okay. So why not try it out? And it's honestly probably is gonna be worth something because those are the more rare things that you only could get it for 1 day, or 1 week. Buffy, I really like the last issue. I hope it sticks with that.
Yeah, I agree. The issue before last, I wasn't in love with.
No, so, I wasn't. Yeah. So it really could be anything with this issue.
Yeah,
I am giving Devil Highway a try now. So
yeah, that's true. Yeah, we did talk about that one earlier. So thank you, Aubrey, for pointing that out because I don't know that either Kat or I would have tried it out otherwise. So that's cool. It's not this week, but I'm looking forward to since I won't be on the show when you guys talk about this. I'm looking forward to the first issue. Excuse me, of Willow.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. Me too. I love Mariko Tamaki. And I think her voice will fit Willow so well.
Yeah. Hers is actually the next story I have to read in the Green Lantern book. I noticed her name and I was like, oh man, I don't have time to read this one yet. But
she did a good job with it. It was the Jessica book, I believe.
Yeah.
And she did like a good job at like analyzing Jessica's anxiety.
Nice. Yeah, I'm looking forward to reading that one. All right, so the last book we have to talk about is Negan Lives. This picks up after everything. We find out what's going on with Negan.
I am looking so forward to reading that. I think that's going to be the first book I'm going to be looking at because this one that takes place after the Walking Dead comic book, I want to see if we get not just more than just his backstory because I would really like that because that could connect to how his character is then. But I'm really looking forward to seeing Negan's story and Negan Lives. Is this a mini series or ongoing?
It's a one shot.
Yeah, I think it's just one shot.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be a mini series or something.
It's just because no books are coming out tomorrow, and Image and Robert Kirkman's like, we want to support comic book stores, so people actually go to the store tomorrow. So that's why they're releasing the issue.
That's all right. Though. Yeah,
it's a really good comic. And Michael, maybe you could read Fire Power, whatever it's called, because that's Kirkman's new book, and that's coming out tomorrow.
Yeah, Mike and I have been excited about that one too.
I'm nervously. I've read all of Outcast, guys, so I don't know. I'm a little nervous about it, but I'm reading it. I'm getting. And also, there's no books coming out tomorrow, so I'm like, why not pick up this prelude graphic novel?
I dropped the Oblivion song a long time ago, so I understand. It's like, but yeah, hopefully this will be another one of his more stellar ones. So that's it. That's it for key issues. So I guess it's back on to the giveaway.
Yes.
Unless we have any other comments.
Yeah, if you guys have last minute comments and questions, let us know as we do the giveaway, and then we might answer those or we'll start wrapping up. But just a reminder of what the giveaway is. It is this metal X-O Manowar poster. You can hang it up, decorate your room and this was given by Valiant Comics to me and Displate, so that's pretty cool. And they gave me the opportunity to give you guys a poster as well. So very cool if you like Valiant and X-O Manowar. And let's get into the screen sharing of the names. Oh, and DNGN actually just entered the building, so I could add his name. DNGN. All right, let's get into some screen sharing.
Okay, so this is the thing we've been waiting for, the winner.
So this is the official winner. This is the number 1 winner. We're going to pick number 2 and 3, and everyone email us. All 3 of those people email us, and that way we could give this thing to somebody and get your address. And if somebody wants to put the email that you can email us right after you win, you can email us.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, here you go. And the winner is...
We notice you're using ad blocker. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, I'm honestly going to use a different website, so give me a minute. Sorry, guys. All right. Pick names at random.
See if we have any comments while you're doing that.
Wheel of names. Ooh, that's kind of
that's
cool.
interesting.
I like this. All right, and we'll add GNGN. Oh, I like this. I'm going to save this one.
Yeah, I saw this on Facebook a lot. This is actually really awesome.
All right, press Control Enter or click to spin. All right, so this is the winner now.
The winner is
Tom. So you're the first.
Sweet.
So you're the first winner. We're gonna pick a second winner and a third. So let's see who the second winner is. If Tom does not answer us, you will be the winner. Let's see.
So next is
Pull up the Gmail.
Bavarian. So you are the second winner. If Bavarian doesn't answer us, this is the third winner. And if no one answers us, I keep it.
And then we spin again, and the third winner is
Rockstar Pammy.
Yes. All right. So congratulations. So whoever one of you three, the first place winner, Tom. Oh, emailing now. Look at that.
All right, great. Thank you, Tom.
I've got the email open so I can see it when it comes in. So
you're a lucky winner, Tom, for that poster. So hang it proud. And
I don't understand, Tevye. We had your name on there. I didn't miss your name. The wheel did, and you didn't win.
I saw Tevye's name on there.
Yeah, I saw it too. It's there. Trust us.
Yeah,
we got the email from Tom. So
all right, great. So Tom is the official winner, and I'll talk to Tom so we can get his address and send it out. Congratulations, and we hope you enjoy it. And again, we thank Valiant Comics for giving us the poster to give away. Please go check out their comics. They got some great stuff over there, and they're great people. And then also Displate, who made the poster.
Yep.
All right. I think that's it. So we're going to wrap up the show because I didn't see other questions.
All right. So does anyone want to talk about news before I go? Brand, Kat, do you have anything you want to share for this week? Anything going on?
You go.
Go. All right, so the only one of us got. The only thing I'll say is Celestial Falcon books came in the mail this week, so those will be going out soon. I posted pictures on social media and everything, so really excited about those, and they look really cool.
All right. Also for me, tomorrow at 12, I'll have actually a Valiant Comics interview with Dan Abnett, who writes Ray. We're going to be talking about the first volume that's coming out in August. So if you want to get the trade of the first 5 issues, you can. And we're also going to talk about issue 6 that comes out August as well.
All right. And from my side, I posted a video yesterday on my Drakkon 18 channel of the DLC of Min Min gameplay. So hopefully you guys will go check that out, as well as something really awesome this Thursday, July 2nd. By the way, almost happy July, everybody. July 2nd will be my 13-year video. So it'll be 13 years since I've done videos on my Drakkon 18 channel. Hopefully I'll get a haircut tomorrow to get rid of all this quarantine hair. That's just crazy. But yeah, so I'll be doing my 13-year video Thursday. And you know how I always change the default pictures and all that. So that's really awesome. And I'm really excited and hyped looking for 13. And 13 is my lucky number. So with the way I'm bringing lots of content on the videos, who knows? Maybe this will be my lucky year. But thank you for those who have subscribed to my channel as well. And it really means a lot to me. So 13 years going strong. Rock on, everyone. Rock on.
That's awesome. And just to vocally answer Simon's question, they'll be going up in our new store, Celestial Falcon, this week. So stay tuned.
Yeah, go check it out. Go check out the comics, all their comics, but also Celestial Falcon.
Yes.
Yep.
And that's it, I think. So we're gonna plug those social medias and all that.
Yeah, so with all those above brand, you see that subscribe button. You can subscribe to our channel for all the great stuff that we have for videos, and you'll be notified of videos, as well as above Kat's head, we have that notification bell, so you'll be notified on what videos go up. And between left and right side of me, on this side, we have all of the Comic Frontline social medias of Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. And on that side, we also have the thumbs up, where you can give us that thumbs up. And yeah. So those are all that. And that is our episode for Comic Book Weekly. And we will see you guys next week. So just check us out on our individual YouTube channels and take care and have a good night, everybody. Rock on.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.